Hi y'all, I'm
Hey,
Nicole, owner of Ivory Mo with...
I'm Rachel. I'm the content creator and the social media manager here.
You're the famous bride.
Famous is such a strong word, Nicole, but yes, I
Well,
am.
you're the one getting married.
I am.
So we're talking today about...
Venue. For some people, you have a different ceremony venue from your reception venue. And mine's the same.
Yeah, yours is the same. Okay, so what is your venue?
The Kersey House in Somerville, South Carolina. So I believe before I found the venue, they'd only been open for about 6 months, and I could be wrong, but it's a newer.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so it's actually a bistro. It is like this old house by the train tracks in Somerville
So
that has been
cute.
converted into a restaurant and a venue. And it has a beautiful like wraparound porch.
Ooh.
They have like getting ready suites upstairs.
How did you find it?
I just was like, something that we really cared about for our wedding is the food. And I kind of knew I wanted like the house vibe. So
Yeah.
originally I asked my parents if I could get married in their backyard and they told me no.
Rude.
So, right?
That's
So I still
rude.
wanted to
I'm just
emulate.
kidding.
It's so rude. My mom was like, "We're not landscaping for that." And I was like,
It's a write-off.
it'd be cheaper potentially. So I knew I wanted like that house vibe. I originally thought I wanted it to be on the water, and then that just was proving to be treacherous. And so I found this. It was super random. I was going through the Knot and just looking at every like wedding venue in South Carolina and Georgia that was kind of close and like close to airports because we had people flying in.
Yeah.
We found it. The food looked insane. My mom was like, "This is actually a chef from Charleston. I've been to a few of his restaurants. Like the food is really good."
Cool.
So we went down there. Well, we had a friend go look at it for us because she is in Charleston a lot. She was like, Somerville is like 25 minutes outside Charleston. And my mom came up one weekend. The weekend I went wedding dress shopping at Ivory Mo, my mom came up, and then we drove to Somerville the next day and we had lunch there and we were like, yeah.
Was that like weird to find your dress first and then you had to like imagine if it would fit with the venue or no?
I think it was honestly, for me, it was better because I think I wasn't worried about it fitting with the venue. Like, I think a lot of people are like, if you get married on the beach or if you get married in like in a church or outside or wherever, like you're kind of imagining your dress somewhere. And then I found my dress and I was able to be like, does the venue match the dress? Which felt less, it didn't matter as much, I guess. Like I had the dress and once I found the venue, I was like, this dress is gonna look good anywhere.
Amazing. So how many venues did you tour then?
We toured a few. We probably toured like 6.
Wow.
Was that a lot? What is a lot for touring venues?
Like 3 to 5 is probably 3 to 6 is probably pretty like standard, I would say. What did you tour in Savannah?
Chateau 1800.
Okay.
Which was a really
I've
good.
been there.
It's beautiful.
That's, like, so
it's a really
good.
good option if you're sitting here watching. Great option. It's a little on the price you're in, but they have everything. And even on the price you're in, I'm like, I've seen way more expensive stuff.
Yeah.
It just was a little bit higher than we wanted to pay, but that wasn't even the problem. They book out so quick. They didn't have any of the dates we wanted. Like it was a little too late in the season.
What else did you look at?
What was the other one I went to? I don't even remember at this point. It's an old hotel that's been renovated. It's yellow. Wilmington? Or it's on the island.
Wilmington, 700
Yes.
Wilmington.
700 Wilmington.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's not really the vibe that you described at all. Like it's so pretty out there. But it's like very like regal, like
kind of
mafia.
felt like regal.
I say that in like a good way, not in a bad way.
It did kind of feel
Old
like when
Hollywood.
Yes.
Marilyn Monroe vibes.
No, 100%.
Yeah.
And I was really interested in like the outdoor space because originally we thought we wanted to be on the water.
Yeah.
They are on the water, which is a
Yeah.
big thing for us. And then I got there and then you start thinking about if you do it outdoors with them specifically, you have to book bathrooms, you have to like all this extra stuff. Like that's your vibe. Like their ballroom is old and beautiful.
It's very, like it feels like you're kind of in like Florida.
It really does. Like old Hollywood meets Florida. I don't even know how to explain that.
Did you look at another one in Savannah?
The last one we toured was a museum.
Telfair.
The Pinpoint Museum.
Oh, I've never even seen that.
It was was beautiful. It was a little too casual for us, is what it ended up being.
Was it hard to like decide on a place, or it was just like, oh, no brainer, this is easy?
He just kind of knew the vibe we were going for, and he was like, whatever you want at the end of the day is fine.
Yeah.
He really loved the Pinpoint Museum, and I'm like, see, this is how I know you don't have the vision, though, because to me, I was like, it's a little too... There were a lot of opinions that ended up being filtered in, and I think some of the things that came up were, Ethan and I both really wanted an outdoor wedding. If we had to picture a perfect day, we would just be outside. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so that was important to us. We didn't want to feel like we were going to be married in a hotel or something like that. It was not us. We were like, my mom was really concerned about rain, and so we compromised.
Were they concerned about bugs or no?
No.
Oh.
Rain. Compromise is we're tinting the outdoors. Like, if you feel that strongly about it, you can tint it. Do you know what I mean? Like, that is...
So will the ceremony be outside and the reception's inside?
Ceremony outside, moving inside for cocktail hour, they're flipping the outside during reception.
Cool.
And then it'll be like a flow through back to the outdoors.
So what's like your biggest advice you would have for a couple who is like starting the hunt for looking at venues?
If you can afford a planner, hire a planner.
Try to nail down what the vibe you want of your wedding to be, and then figure out what's most important to you. So like being outdoors and good food was important to us, and we got those things in our venue. Like if that's not important to you, if you're like, figure out what's important to you, look for the things that will, and figure out how much you want to spend.
Actually, before you sign with a venue, like read the contract.
I read every contract now.
But you read the contract, especially like when I used to do wedding planning, there were some venues in Savannah where like it looks like you're only spending $5,000. But if you actually read the fine print, like your bill is probably going to be like 30 grand because the 5,000 is just the room.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't include, the tables, the chairs, the service charges, the bar. So like I think it's really helpful when you're working with a wedding budget, which I'm guessing most people like they're going to have a budget, is really look through what the contract says, and then like if you're thinking you're gonna have 100 people, like actually going through and writing it out to make sure that you're not gonna get sticker shock at the end and be like, oh no, I gotta sell my left limb.
Yeah, I didn't know how much to allocate for each portion of the wedding, and so I needed to figure that out first. So if you have a budget, figure out how much of that needs to go to a venue and to other things.
I like to think of it in terms of per person. So say your budget is $100,000, okay, and you have 100 guests. That means you're spending $1,000 per guest for that wedding. So that's a lot. I mean, there's different scale and everybody has their own perspective of how much things cost, but like you can do quite a bit with that, I would say. You're that $100,000, you have 500 guests, now you're only spending $200 per person, which if you think about it, what you're paying for a guest at a wedding is their dinner, their drinks, and their entertainment for the night. So $200 for all that doesn't seem quite as much as spending $1,000 per person. You know what I mean? If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like that $200 is for their tablecloth portion, their napkin, their
piece of cake,
their 20 drinks, just kidding.
Their table
they
card.
only take like 5, their name tag. So, with $1,000 per person, we're going all out. Like
balls
velvet. And then you go to, say you have 1,000 guests and now you only have $100.
I look like the Hunchback of Notre Dame.
It's just something to like keep into perspective, I think, because it can, I guess if you think about it, if your budget's $30,000, like again, that might seem like you have a ton to spend, but then if you have 100 guests.
Anyway, Nicole's asleep and I'm super excited about my venue. I feel like finding the venue was so difficult and like so stressful, and nailing it down made me really excited for a wedding.
Do you have any other tips you would say to couples who are trying to figure out their venue?
Go with your gut. You may get lots of like opinions, and really no one's gonna know what's your perfect thing except for you, So
yeah, it's gotta feel right.
and it's gotta feel right for your partner too.
Yeah, it's
like-
gotta feel right for you guys as like a couple entering.
Almost like if you could imagine your perfect
Adult
day,
living.
where would you be? Like what would like, and then try to take like where would you be in your perfect day and emulate that into your venue. All right. Bye.
2 thumbs up. Nick Snay to the Chick-fil-A.